Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So I'm going to be starting the next part of Thoma's character quest, but before that, I wanted to point out that they've added some more of these performances. Pretty much almost all of them now are available. 4 more are at least, and there's still 2 more left after that. I might do the normal versions for each of these. On camera, and then like the other versions off camera. I'm still not sure how I'll handle that. It depends on whether or not I think they're going smoothly. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk to Thoma now. And I'll skip through some of this dialogue.
I keep thinking, but despite that, so what do you?
We've already talked to him before, as you can see by the green check mark there. Let's head out.
You want to go out for a stroll? Perfect. I have a couple of places I was going to recommend.
Now this is new dialogue, just so you know.
If you like cats and dogs, there's a great place I can take you. I go there pretty much every time I have a day off. You can't help but be in a good mood when you're surrounded by cute animals. Feeling that, we could go downtown if you'd prefer. Narukami Island will be packed right now, so we could go to Rito instead. Back to where we first met. I haven't been there in a long time, actually. Which one are you feeling? It's up to you.
I want to see these cats and dogs.
I had a feeling you'd pick that one. Nice to know we share the same interests. There's a sakura tree in Hanamizaka where I go to feed them. Let's meet there in a short while.
Now, when I chose the option of going to see the cats and dogs, the other option was probably another split path.
I need to grab a few things, though. Can't go there empty-handed.
So I'll have to remember that for a little bit later. Anyways, it's all the way over there. Before I go over there, I just wanted to point out that they added a whole new section down here, as you can see by this, the statue of the 7 that's down there. The Electro Archon statue, to be more precise. So let's go ahead, teleport right there. There's a quest that I want to get out of the way with the Adventurers Guild. Just because it's, bothering me. It makes it so I can't access the Inazuma Adventurers Guild. All I have to do is talk to Catherine. But I'll do that a little bit later. Over this way. I'll do that towards the end of the video, so that way I don't have to worry about it anymore, because I've almost gone to talk to her a couple of times here in Inazuma. I was like, wait a second, I'll trigger a quest if I do that. I'm gonna get those after I talk to Thoma.
This is a pretty good spot, right?
I never noticed the dogs over here.
There are tons of stray cats and dogs here at the outskirts. Every time I come to Komori Tea House, I bring some food for them. It just sort of became a tradition over time. At first, it was a bit of a chore, but the more time I spent with them, the more I came to enjoy it.
They seem to like you a lot.
You think so? Well, feed them enough times and I'm sure you'll win their affection too. Not only that, you'll also start to feel that they're your responsibility. Whenever you have any free time, you'll find yourself desperate to come and visit them. Why don't you try feeding them? I brought some of their favorite food just so you could get into their good graces.
Okay, I guess I'll give it a try.
Don't worry, I've trained them to not be aggressive toward humans. They'll still run away if they find someone threatening, but I'm pretty sure they'll like you. You're an approachable person, and they can tell. Animals are very sensitive to these things.
Okay. Let's go ahead and grab these very fast. There we go. Now let's see what'll happen if I feed them fresh fish. And hey, you gotta let me. There we go, and some fresh meat. Okay, cool.
Well, that didn't take long. Look at that! Best buds already. Some of the dogs are even showing their bellies. That's a sign that they really trust you. Well, you'll rarely see Tarumaru roll onto his back, though. He's a ninja dog, so he's always on guard in case an enemy approaches.
A ninja dog, like Naruto?
Speaking of ninja dogs, I actually saw one the other day on the beach north of Konda Village.
I wonder if the dog in the Komore tea house, I think that's what it's called, is a ninja dog. Anyways, why would there be ninja dogs in the wild?
Well, that's the thing. They rarely go off on their own. Usually they stick with their human ninja partners. After retiring, most ninja dogs are taken in by their partner, or sometimes someone else in the Yashiro Commission will take them in. It's extremely rare to find them on their own in the wild, so it makes me a little concerned.
Why don't you adopt it?
Believe me, I wanted to bring it back to the Yashiro Commission, but it wouldn't let me. I tried establishing some trust by petting it on the head, but it gave me a nasty bite. Still, I don't want to give up on it. Nobody really goes out that way, and I don't know what it would have to eat out there.
Why don't we go and see it together?
That would be great. Even though it's not the most approachable dog, I still want to give it another try. It seems to sit in the same spot on the beach all day, only moving to take a few paces back when the tide comes in. Last time I saw it, its fur was soaking wet. Ultimately, bringing it back to the Yashiro Commission is going to be a lot better for it than leaving it sitting out in the elements all day. Or, we could even bring it back to Komori Tea House to make friends with Toromaru.
That's the name of the dog from the tea house, yeah.
Well, let's see if we even get that far.
Okay. Let's check out the split paths very fast because I have a feeling... Okay, yeah, I'm on the top path, and there is a bottom path that I could have taken. There. Okay. Oh, and there's a path right there, too. So, I'm going to go ahead and unlock Sayu's, just because I have the keys to do it, but I'm not going to begin the event yet for her. Just unlocking it is enough. Okay, so now they want us to go way over there near that statue of the Seven. I'll start off at the statue. It's easier that way. It's up higher, and I can glide across over to it from above. I don't think I'll get wet, at the very least. So yeah, I want to visit that one new area just to activate the Statue of the Seven there. And then, you know, anything else that's going on there I can worry about in a different video. I want to do at least one of the side quests that I've been holding off on. I want to do at least one of the timed events. And I want to get at least one ending for Thoma's character quest. I mean, there's several things I want to do in this video. I don't know if I'll have time for all of them.
See it? It's that one, just up ahead. Judging by the breed and apparel, it definitely is a ninja dog from the Shimatsuban. It's looking a little more docile today. Shall we try and get closer? Oh, you should stay a few paces behind me. I know it looks calm, but if it gets riled up, it could pounce and bite in an instant.
I wonder if,
Here, doggy. Good doggy. You hungry, my friend? I brought you a nice little snack. Oh, you're a vicious little thing, aren't you? You almost bit me again. Look at you, wasting away. You must want to eat a little something. You don't have to come back with us, but come on. A dog's gotta eat, right? You're not worried it's poisoned, are you? Here, I'll take the first bite. See? Delicious and poison-free.
you're really putting yourself out there.
Come on, just have a bite. A little tiny bite. And then I'll leave you alone. How's that sound? Looks like it has zero intention of eating the food we brought. Is it just me, or does it look kind of on edge? Maybe it's something in the sea, or something nearby that's got him on alert.
Those monsters, perhaps? Oh, hilly churl. That would be something.
You think he was attacked by monsters? It's possible. People do tend to lose their appetite in dangerous situations. Maybe it's the same for dogs, too. Let's clear out the area on behalf of our canine companion here.
Yeah, because there's nothing like a bunch of blood and stuff to calm down a dog, I guess. I don't know.
Thanks for helping out. This place should be a little more tranquil now.
I'm just saying, I mean, if you think about it, we're basically going and attacking these guys.
Brace yourselves.
And killing them, I'm assuming. Yeah, it's funny because in Dragon Quest VIII, I don't know if any of the monsters you encounter in the fields and stuff are actually dying. I think it's implied that your characters are actually sparing
Time for
them.
takeoff.
In most cases, anyways. That's one of the reasons why the field monsters keep respawning.
Let's play.
Because your characters are actually letting them go. This is a little bit odd. Although there are boss monsters that I think they get rid of no matter what. I don't know why I haven't done this, but now I have. There we go. Okay, so let's observe his response. If that calmed him down.
Oh, here, doggy. Look, no more danger. You've gotta want to eat a little something now. Come on, eat up. Then let's get you back to Komori Tea House. Whatever's on your mind, you can tell me and Tarumaru all about it.
It still doesn't want to cooperate.
Rejected again. And there I was thinking that I was the one it didn't like. I didn't expect it to be so on edge around you too. Well, to me this proves that it simply doesn't want to leave this place. For now, let's not force it. Time to head back to the Yashiro Commission headquarters. I'll see if I can find its owner, so they can come and collect it.
But it's from the Shumatsuban.
That's right. The Shumatsuban only answer to the Yashiro Commissioner, Kamisato Ayato. Under most circumstances, no one else has the authority to inquire into their business. However, I was talking to Commissioner Ayato a while back, and he agreed to let me bend the rules in exceptional circumstances.
Are we finally gonna meet Ayato?
That doesn't mean I can mobilize the Shumatsuban to do my bidding, of course. But I'll be able to get the intel we need, no problem. It's sort of a prerogative I have. Oh, alright, there's a good dog. Calm down. We're not gonna take you away. It's much safer here now, see? We're gonna leave now. Make sure to give yourself a good rest. Alright, let's go.
Okay. So, just talking to it normally doesn't help. Does it have a scar on its face? Oh, they even gave it a little scar. That's interesting. Okay, let's see. I wanted to point out something though, and just in case some people are confused. Where is she? Okay, so Kamisato Ayaka has an older brother called Kamisato Ayato. And Ayato is the one that he was referring to, who, you know, the Shumatsuban answers to, I guess. Anyways, let's go ahead and head over to the Kamisato estate. And who knows, we might even meet Ayato finally. Or somebody who works under him, which would be a generic NPC. Kazuaki, okay.
This ninja dog you speak of, it rings a bell. Could I trouble you to describe it again for me?
A red Shiba with a scar in its eye, dressed in black stealth wear.
Oh, I think I know. You must be talking about Inushosho.
Is that its name?
That's right. I'm really surprised that's where you found him.
Perfect! Now that we figured out his identity, we can get his owner to go and collect it.
I have a feeling his owner is dead.
I should add, it's never good to have dogs run away like this. The poor thing's out there all on his own with no real food or shelter day and night. So, shall we go find the owner and see if they have time to fetch him?
I'm sorry, that won't be possible.
Why?
I'm afraid I can't disclose the owner's identity. What I can tell you is they went out to sea on a dangerous mission, and he won't be coming back. I had no idea that he hadn't taken Inu Shosho along with him. Seems he decided to face this one alone.
Huh.
I can only assume that Inu Shosho is waiting for his owner to come back, which is why he refuses to move from the beach.
Inu Shosho will be waiting forever?
Did Inu Shosho's owner leave anything behind? You know, any personal items, or a Shumatsuban uniform, perhaps?
Most of his possessions disappeared along with the man himself. The only thing I can think of is the kunai he used to train with. Come with me. I'll see if I can find it for you.
You search the warehouse with Kazuaki.
Ah, yes, this looks like the one. The reason this kunai stands out in my memory is because when he first joined the Shumatsuban, he trained at it harder than anyone else, to the point where the tip became blunt from erosion. Take it. The Shumatsuban will make sure to cover Inu Shosho's daily expenses.
Thank you kindly. Let's just hope Inu Shosho remembers the sense of this kunai. Then again, I'm certain he will. Let's go pay Inu Shosho another visit.
I have to say that this one is a little bit more interesting than the house chores one, or rather the two house chore endings. Ah, great. I'll go to this one, even though I still think that gliding over to it would have been faster. Puzzles
Hey,
and stuff.
Inu Shosho? I know. How come this strange man suddenly knows your name? You're waiting for your master to come home, aren't you? Mind if we wait with you? Don't worry, we're not looking to suddenly whisk you away. Look at this. Do you know what it is?
Kunai that has lost its edge. You've heard that its user once used it while being through a tough regimen. Now, here's the thing about this. I would expect the dog would probably become upset a little bit that you have something that its master owned. Like, it might be thinking, what'd you do to him, but...
As I thought. You remember.
In this case, so it's become more friendly. He seems to be more affectionate this time.
Excellent. It looks like what he needed wasn't for us to take him away, but for us to accompany him. You know, I sometimes did this too, when I first arrived in Inazuma. I just stood on the beach, looking out at the horizon. Everyone has people and events from their past that they look back on fondly. I guess we only grow when we realize that those things aren't coming back. The Shumatsuban is not a peaceful organization. And being a ninja is an extremely dangerous profession. Many of the Shumatsuban's ninjas have paid the ultimate price in the course of carrying out top-secret missions. The Shumatsuban never discloses their identities, and doesn't publicly commemorate them. But at least now, Inu Shosho, you're not the only one in the world who remembers him. From today onward, we will join you in honoring his memory. I think that means deal, right?
It's a deal, alright?
Hey, in the future, let's try and come back here from time to time, when we get the chance. Maybe we could build a little kennel for him. In the long term, being out in the cold and wet like this could start to cause joint problems. I could make some winter clothes for him too. In fact, I'd better get started.
Okay then. Is that the end? Oh yeah, it is. The sea breeze carries memories. Only companionship can alleviate solitude and pain. I'll save that. Let's get rid of these guys very fast. I want that treasure chest.
Here we go.
Why did I do it like that? I don't know. I didn't mean to do that.
Order guide you. Say no more. Solidify.
Think you can get away?
How's that?
Oz, reveal thyself.
There we go.
Retribution.
Got rid of them all. Were there some... There weren't treasure hoarders mixed in there, were there?
We'll need more where that came from.
I was getting stuff that I expect to get from a treasure hoarder dropping from them. Anyways, so let's go ahead and head on over to... well, first of all, let's claim our ending reward. So I got that. There's still 3 more endings that I can get. But I'm not going to do that right now. That'll have to be for the next video. Instead, I'm going to head on over to the next part
I still have
of the Tuned Into the World sound event.
a lot to do with it.
And that is As the Clouds Guard the Moon. That's all the way in Liyue. So, right there. I think that this is closer. And higher up. But I could be wrong. It's hard to tell sometimes. Wow, you can see all of Liyue Harbor from up here. Hehe, this sure makes Paimon feel like the Paimonical guide of this land, you know? What? Let's try playing the Ancient Zyther here, Aether. Who knows, maybe we'll get that sound of someone playing along that Kazuha was talking about. So, let's go ahead. I wonder if it'll be Zhongli and Zhongli this time. Standing next to each other. No? What? Oh, I'm confused. Okay. Not doing too bad so far. And a really awkward pause here. There we go. Good grief. I can definitely tell that the difficulty level is a little bit higher. I didn't pay attention to how many points there were required for this one. Another really long, awkward pause. That one almost got me. They're trying to confuse you with those at the very end there. Okay, I think I did it perfectly. Let's look at what I got. Okay. Oh, I gotta go over to the next one. I had to score at least 800 points for that, so that wasn't too bad. I'll try it again. This time on hard mode. Okay, this guy skipped through all of Paimon's stuff. And let's go ahead and do that. Well, that's how they get you. Good grief. These really long, awkward pauses always get me. I don't know why they decided to do that. It's like you get into the rhythm of having to go fast, and all of a sudden it's like, well, now you have to slow down. And then we're going to throw a bunch of stuff at you all at once, and yeah, I don't know. It's not too bad. I have a feeling that this last little bit is going to be quite something. Crap. I failed. Well, I didn't fail. I just failed on the building up the combo, but I think I won on that. as far as getting the prize. So I'll see very fast. There we go. Yeah, I got the prize. I didn't get the top, highest possible score I could get, but I'll do it again. This time on Pro. Yeah, Paimon. Clearly, nobody tested this beforehand, because they would know how annoying it is to have to go through that dialogue each time, if they did. I'm just saying. Once is enough. Holy crap. Oh, boy. Wow. My eyes couldn't keep up with what was going on. Oh, boy. Good grief. Ah, crap. Good grief. I've messed up horribly this time. Although it's not really my fault, because how are you supposed to concentrate on both sides at the same time? They're throwing all kinds of stuff at you. Clearly they expect you to do this at least twice. Ah! I might actually still get the win, even though I don't deserve it. We'll see. I really didn't deserve it that time. I messed up so badly. I still got it. It wasn't that bad overall. There's some leniency there, despite how badly I was messing up. Okay. Now that I've done that, I'm gonna head on over all the way down here, get as close as I can to a point where I can start sailing down there. There's not a boat down here. This is the closest I see to a boat being... Oh, wait, right here. Okay. Now I could just drive a boat down onto where the Statue of the Seven is. I'm only interested in revealing that region this time. I'm not going to actually explore it. Oh, there's a quest here. I may as well do something very fast. So if I go like this, this is a little trick I learned. If I do that, if I tell it in the lower left-hand corner where it says domains only and it has a square, if I do that, I can make pins disappear temporarily, so I can place other pins down like that, and then I can reveal it, and that way, because like normally when I'm trying to place pins down like right here, it'll select a pin that's already been placed down, and it makes it easier to be able to do that kind of thing. Because there have been times where I've struggled to place down pins that are close together. To be honest, I'm surprised it took me so long to figure that out. I imagine other people have long since figured that out. There we go. I'm gonna collect these boxes very fast, just because. Now let's set a waypoint for the Statue of the Seven. Okay. The world opens itself up to those with noble hearts. Now that I'm here, at this statue, I want to do something that I've been holding off on for a really long time. Oh, it's got all these clouds and stuff. That's interesting. I just realized the percentages. 44% there, 19%, 40, 26, 24. I haven't been exploring these places at all. First of all, let's turn in some of those. Oh, I guess I didn't have enough to get to the other thing. Doesn't matter. You know, the next level or whatever. I want to bring in Aether very fast. Replace Venti. Just in case something happens.
Just what will we come across this?
Okay. Resonate with Electro. I haven't ever done this. And that trophy I got is proof of that. So, what does Electro do? Okay. Well, that's his R2 ability. I don't know what his Elemental Burst is like. I'll probably use him for a little bit until I learn what his Elemental Burst looks like, and then I'll switch over to a different character. So the next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead over to, where is it? The Adventurers Guild. Okay. Where is it? Oh, this is the one. A particularly particular author. Catherine seems to have a new commission for you. And I might even do this before I end the video, I don't know. Your deeds on Sarai Island have been reported to me by Miss Aiko. You've done very well. But back on the topic, the guild has received a commission of even greater difficulty than that which you accomplished on Sarai. I wonder if you'd be interested. Even harder, you say? The person who commissioned this quest is Miss Sumida. As for the details, it might be best for you to get them straight from her. Well then, Ad Astra Abasask, I await the completion of your next feat. I just realized something. The next part of the Tatara Tales is also available. And that's the quest that, you know, you have to do over the course of several days. Huh. I should have possibly considered doing that instead. I'm going to stick to this just because I started it already. But I might do Tatara Tales, or the next part of Tatara Tales in the next video. Hello. Ah, hello there. Might you be the illustrious Aether? The illustrious, you say? I am Aether, yes. And Paimon's the illustrious Paimon. Alright then, so tell me, have you ever obtained the mightiest sword in the village? The Harbinger of Dawn counts, I guess. Yeah, what does that say? Triumphant Harbinger of Dawn that points towards victory. Yeah, didn't we get that sword from Kaya that one time? Haha, that does sound very strong. Maybe even a bit too deliberately so. Still, have you led a life surrounded by beautiful men and ladies? Well then, did you defeat a giant dragon not long after your story began? Or perhaps did you get wrapped up in some crisis upon which the survival of a nation hung? Have you ever faced off against an elite antagonistic force with a numbered ranking scheme? Well, I can't say I haven't. But hang on, what do you mean by not long after your story began? Or are you perhaps in fact a traveler from another world? Just like the main character in the Flowers for Princess Fischl. Wait, what? That's my reaction too. I can't feel that sense of destiny that a protagonist should have from you. You know, when Catherine said that this was going to be harder, did she mean that communicating was going to be harder? So about your commission. My name's Sumida. As for my pen name, I haven't finished thinking about it yet. I've got plans to take part in this year's This Novel is Amazing. As such, I need a reliable adventurer to help me make a trip to Surumi Island. Surumi Island. That's right. Now, the name of my novel is currently The Chronicles of the Sea of Fog. The broad strokes of its plot are as such. A nameless young man and his adventures in a nation shrouded in perpetual fog. I wonder if that's the island that I just uncovered. You know, by visiting the Statue of the Seven. Well, the plot details are currently still in the works, but my eventual goal is to write an epic novel that can move hearts and souls, like Kino's Travels. Yep, it's the very same Kino's Travels, in which an outlander named Kino, who doesn't quite fit in anywhere, strides across many strange lands. She meets all sorts of people, and she is drawn into all kinds of wicked plots and all manner of cruel wars. Yet each one of her adventures shall someday coalesce into shining gold. Paimon doesn't quite get it, but it does sound like she's talking about you, Aether. So about your commission. Alright, sorry, I got off the topic. Actually, I've been reflecting on that habit of mine quite often. It seeps into my writing as well, to the point where I once wrote over 20 pages before ever getting to the point. At that time, I wanted to use the legend of Kitsune Saigo, ushering people into the underground halls of Araumi to save them from a disaster as a basis for a tale about her new incarnation's peaceful life amongst the people of Hanamisaka. Let's see. So, what do you need me to do on Surumi Island? My bad. Please go to Surumi Island and find a way to bring a Mashiro back to me. This is a traditional instrument of the civilization native to the island, which has been lost for several millennia now. Blah. As to why I need one, the fictional, obviously, plot of the Chronicles of the Sea of Fog, working title, takes place on Surumi Island when a nameless young man sets foot upon it. Let's go, Aether. They hear a strange sound, but it's actually the sound of the traditional Mashiro. Recording in folk tales, so please I want to properly describe its sound, and that's why I need a real Mashiro. Oh my goodness. You actually stayed on topic. Nah, she was almost about to go off on some tangent or another. Still, I do need... do you really need a real Mashiro to write about, to write a novel, Miss Sumida? I'm getting so tongue-tied here because of the way she's talked there for a second. Wouldn't a do-do-do or a tweet do just fine if you needed to describe the sound it makes? Writing is a most serious endeavor. You must treat the things you're describing with the utmost respect. For example, if you wish to describe Bale Thunder, you must go to Musojin Gorge to experience it. That's the only way you can maintain authenticity and credibility. That sounds very dangerous. True, and I almost died back then too. Oh my goodness. If I hadn't instructed Kama to get me out of there if he saw that something was going awry. I was laid up on a bed for a few days after that rescue. Everything I could see, everything I threw up, it was all purple. Oh my goodness. But now that I think about it, the fact that everything I threw up was purple might have been a result of me only being able to see purple at the time. It sounds more like he had too much lavender melon to eat. That's what I was thinking, because that's what the color of lavender melon is. Huh, now that you mention it, that's true. I should compare and contrast the two experiences next time. In any case, this letter is for you. Pass it to a man named Kama in Rito, and he will take you to Surumi Island. Please, this novel is amazing. Grand prize is at stake. Okay, so I guess I won't be doing this whole quest because it's a bit longer than I thought it would be. I could go try to do this quest, Tatara Tales after all. And then I'll probably do a little bit more of the quest that I just started doing in the next video. Hello, Xavier. Finally, at long last, it is done. Fortunately, I remember these specifications. So we're going in to purify the Tatarigami energy then? Well, as much as I would love to get in there and wrap this up, we must not act so rashly when faced with the Tatarigami. Moreover, some of the required materials I simply could not find, so I had to make do with some last-minute substitutions. The result being that the reliability of this device is somewhat... well, let me just say that in some circumstances, it may not achieve the desired efficacy. It can be used normally just fine, yes, but I doubt it can withstand any accidents. The slightest jolt will likely knock some of the components out of place. As such, we still require a little more preparation before we can put our new friend here to work. I'd like you to go go near the Mikage furnace and record some data for me. Consider it done. Thank you very much. I'll be waiting for you here. I could have asked him why he thought it was necessary, but... What was that? What was that? That was weird. I examined that thing and it did something weird. I wonder if this is... Oh.
Taste my
What's up with this thing? What does this do exactly?
By royal decree.
Does it protect you?
Fall before me.
Whatever.
Take this.
I just realized that Aether isn't really equipped, but it's fine.
This is order.
All that really matters
Phantasmical.
is that I do my best to get rid of these guys as fast as possible, and hopefully Aether will have a chance to use his elemental burst in this fight.
Lightning flash.
There we go.
Insubordination. Odd.
Stabilize.
Oh wait, I should do
Order
this.
guide you.
There you go. Oh, cool.
Bellowing thunder. Lightning
Okay.
flash.
Oh, that's what his elemental burst looks like.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
If you blinked, you probably missed it.
Burn.
And I'll be switching him out for Venti again in a little bit.
Fall before me.
Did he recover some of his HP? It feels like he did.
Order.
What? Where'd you go? You lucky.
By royal decree.
I'm a little bit annoyed by that.
There can be no excuse for defeat.
I understand.
Gather.
Ah, crap. I'm not gonna revive him yet.
Down. Like this.
Okay, so I didn't even need to fight those guys, did I? Okay, take the photo. No need to save. And... where's the next location I'm supposed to go to? Oh, it's all the way over there? Okay. Before I do that, though, I do need to heal, unfortunately. Oh, good grief. I'm taking small amounts of damage here, but it's fine. Okay. Oh, from below, okay. So, that's interesting. Take the photo. And now I've just got to report back to him. That's probably the end of this quest for today. At least I think it will be, because that's usually how these go. You go do something for him, and then he's like, okay, you have to wait till the next day, yeah? So, have you scouted the situation out? That I have. There's 1 picture and 2 picture. Great, let me see. We're in luck, it seems. The Mikage furnace is quite stable, and the energy within is not yet oversaturated. At this level of concentration, my device will still hold out. Do we need to purify all that energy? If this device could do that, why, I would have applied for a patent long ago. But our fine friend here can only decrease the energy level in a localized area. However, the reason for the deactivation of the Mikage furnace and the failure of even its auto-restart program is the high saturation of Tatarigami energy. As long as we find the area with the highest concentration and purify it, we should be able to restart the core. At that point, the Mikage furnace should restart, and beyond that point, any further issues will not be our concern. That's the plan, but before we execute it, I still have a few final preparations to make. Okay, that's what I thought. And of course, you can't access the next part, right? Yeah. Okay. I didn't mean to access the map. I meant to access this. Interesting. I never did those, so may as well. And I have to also start leveling up his talents too. But that's something I'll do later.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Now there is one last thing I want to do. First of all, I'm going to go heal. But one last thing I want to do before I end the video, which is go to the teapot very fast. I redecorated a little bit. I upgraded it several times between the last video and this one. So it is a little bit different now compared to how it used to be. And I figured I'd, walk around a little bit, show how it looks. Now I think about it, I could have just teleported directly there. I didn't have to pull it out like this. It's just become a habit for me to do it this way. And the reason why I say you can teleport directly there now is because I actually have two teleportation points here that I've set up. One there and one over there. Because, as I upgraded it, I unlocked this second area. And there are characters here that I can talk to and everything, so I might as well talk to them too. Let's talk to Lisa.
Oh, when did you arrive? I was completely lost in thought.
How do you like it here?
Aw, you're concerned for my well-being. Well, aren't you just the sweetest? You really know how to make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Don't you worry, I love it here.
Is there any part you would want to renovate?
Not at all. I think what makes this place so special is the fact that it was built personally by you. If I were to start nitpicking, it would only ruin your creativity and the unique charm you bring to the place. I certainly wouldn't want that to happen.
Okay.
Let the wind lead.
How do you like it here?
It is very comfortable here. The air is fresh and the environment is restful. It is also very quiet. I think I will be able to concentrate and get a lot of work done here.
You should try to enjoy this place.
Thank you. I'll be sure to keep your suggestion firmly in mind.
That's the response that you get when a person doesn't really intend to listen to you.
We have put in much work.
So let's claim the coins down there very fast. Claim the EXP for the characters. Friendship EXP, I should say. We still have a few hours to go. I'm not going to use items on those. I could buy some more blueprints though, which is what I'm going to do very fast. I've been going through coins to buy all these
If you ever have
pieces of furniture. You can learn those the recipes for those very fast. There we go. And then the next thing I want to do is go up here, and there's the teleportation point. Oh, there's Kaya.
Well, hello. I didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Would you like to have a chat with me?
You've come to the right person. Speak your mind. I'm more than happy to keep you company. Though it's too bad we don't have anything to wet our whistles with.
Why do you like to drink so much, Kaya?
Well, largely because I like the taste. But I can't deny that I also like how it makes me feel.
I think I understand what you mean.
Oh, really? Just from listening to me describe it, despite having never tried it yourself. That's quite a unique talent. I have to say, though, that chatting with you is quite intoxicating. Actually, in much the same way that drinking is. So, I suppose, I'm just greedy and want to enjoy both of these pleasures at the same time.
So, all in all, I'm just another layer in your cocktail of pleasure.
What an interesting metaphor. I hadn't looked at it from that angle. Let me think. Your analogy seems largely correct. Save for one small detail. You, of course, are the main ingredient in said cocktail.
Okay. Oh wait, I'll talk to him again one more time.
Well, hello.
Because there
I
was
didn't
another...
expect to see you again.
Anyways, how do you like it here?
Oh, I feel quite at home already. Although, I feel that at home doesn't express my feelings in their entirety. Surprised is more how I'd describe the feeling I had when I first set eyes on this place.
You mean pleasantly surprised?
Exactly that. It's more beautiful than I imagined. It's been a while since I moved here, though, so the initial sense of surprise has mostly worn off. Now, this place feels comfortable, like somewhere I belong. Who'd have thought?
Okay then. So I'm done talking to him, and then Amber up here. I figure I'd talk to all these people very fast, and then I'll be ending the video after that.
Oh, hey there. It's so good to see you.
Would you like to have a chat with me?
Sure.
I think that you get that second option if your friendship levels are high enough, but I could be wrong.
Sorry, I'm no good at telling stories. Not like Lisa or my grandfather. They seem to be able to fit a thrilling tale into every conversation.
It's been such a long time since we talked to Amber properly. I'd like to hear more about your past.
My past? I think you might find it a little boring. Besides, in hindsight, let's just say that little Amber was a bit of a nuisance. I mean, if you really want to know, I'm happy to tell you about it, but only if you promise you won't laugh at me.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, where do I start? Oh, hey there! It's so good to see you.
Wait, really? Okay, how do you like it here? I was expecting her to tell me a story.
I like it a lot. I'm not too fussy about where I stay. After all, as an outrider, I have to be able to adapt to all kinds of surroundings. If I had to, I could even sleep on a tree branch.
That's some impressive survival skills.
You really think so? Anyway, don't worry. This place is great.
Okay. Interesting. So, I have these little, balls up here, and there's one down here in the thing. That's why I put those up there. That ball right there is actually part of this little pond, which is why I threw them up there. And I decided to put a person up there just to, you know, have a reason for the ball to be in there, I guess. I don't know. Oh, it changes the music. That's neat. I never really messed with it before. Okay, so let's teleport over to here and talk to Razor very fast. And where is Razor? I think he's over here.
Hello. Looking for me?
Yes, I am. How do you like it here?
I like. The smell here is your smell. Good smell. Smell of safety.
As long as you're adjusting to life here.
Adjusting? Adjusting. Here, with you, I am happy.
Anyways, I'm able to add any of the people that I've like obtained as characters to this place by going to the companion option and then just placing them down, but I have a limit to how many I can place down. In this case, I have a limit of 5 right now. So I have 4 on the one island and then Razor on this one. Anyways, this is what this place looks like from above. And I can go back to the other island very fast. There aren't really any facilities here as far as like things you can, you know, interact with. I mean, I don't think you can interact with this bell or anything like that. But I'm hoping that they give you the option to build more facilities like the forge and whatnot a little bit later on. Just to, you know, spice things up a little bit. So let's go back over here very fast. And then I will show an outer view of this. Now, one of the things you'll notice is compared to the place that was up there, where I, you know, was just at, this place is pretty barren, and the reason why is because the main house there, I think, ends up taking up most of the points that you can spend on building stuff. Because, like, they give you this wide open area, and then you build that house, and then you can only add a few things, and I don't like the way they did that. I wish that they had thought that through a little bit more. But that's what happens if I try to place anything else down, as things currently are. And I don't really, you know, I should start aiming to get, like, complete furniture sets and stuff, but that's going to have to come slowly over time. So, yeah, that's what I did. Next time I visit this place, I'll probably have different characters here to talk to. And then, as far as the next thing I'm going to be doing, at the start of the next video, I am going to be doing Thoma's character quest, starting from... Whoops.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Oh, I'm unable to initiate it in story mode.
Where are those who share the memory?
Online mode or whatever. You have to leave in order to do that. Come on. Let me teleport there very fast. I hate the way they do that. They put you to online mode automatically when you enter the teapot, I guess, which is a little bit awkward. I've never seen anybody, like, just randomly pop up in my teapot whenever I go in there, so I don't know if anybody can unless they have your ID or whatever, you know, been added as a friend. So let's go ahead and access the next part of that now. And if you were what the? There were a bunch of Noels here, I think, for a second there. Anyways, if you were wondering what it looks like inside the house, I have decorated inside the house a little bit. The main house that cost all those points. But I am I didn't really do as much as I would have liked to have done with it. And that's because I have a limited amount of furniture so far. In other words, there's not much really to see in there so far. There is like stoves that I've made so I can cook food in there. But if I wanted to cook, I would usually just go to, you know, a restaurant or something in one of the cities and be able to cook there instead. So, okay, there's the next objective with the animals, and this is where I'll be stopping. So, thank you very much for watching, and this is what I'll be doing next time, among some other things. Bye-bye.